Welcome into Fantasy Football Keys to the Crown, presented by Crown Royal. I'm Erin Summers, joined by NFL Network's Marcas Grant. We have made it to fantasy football playoffs. The regular season is over. The draft is long behind us. Marcus, what are your strategies on how you can be the last man standing at the end of the playoffs?
Well, I mean, big part of it is just kind of looking at the schedules, looking what's coming down the road for certain players. And hopefully, if you were in a position where you knew you were going to make the playoffs, you were starting to make those preparations a little bit early. But now it really is sort of a swing for the fences sort of situation, right? You're looking for players that have big upside, that can potentially put up a big number. Sometimes, during the regular season, you can play it safe. I think this is when you sort of go all out and you look for those young players, those explosive players who potentially can have really big week-changing games for you.
All right, so who are some of those players? Who are we looking at for week 15?
Well, I think you're looking at a guy like, say, Bam Knight. If you're looking for somebody off the waiver wire, the young running back there for the New York Jets, he looks like he's going to get a lot of opportunity, has a great schedule down the stretch. And you look at the Lions this week, and he's got the Jaguars and the Seahawks, 3 really good games right there. Speaking of the Lions, I think you get a couple of their receivers that are available on the waiver wire. DJ Chark had over 90 yards and a touchdown last week. The rookie Jameson Williams not only caught his first NFL pass last week, it turned out to be his first NFL touchdown, and that offense is playing well. I also think the Jaguars offense is playing really, really well right now. So guys like Trevor Lawrence, Evan Ingram, Zay Jones, Christian Kirk, all really have a nice chance to help you to a fantasy championship.
Looking at the quarterbacks, there has been so many injuries, especially this past weekend. Is Brock Purdy somebody that you're picking up from San Francisco?
Absolutely, you're picking him up. And this isn't necessarily all about Purdy, although he did, to his credit, play pretty well against the Buccaneers last week. But a lot of it is about the players around him. Now, unfortunately for the 49ers, they're going to be without Deebo Samuel for at least the next few weeks, it looks like. But they still have Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. And they've got a great offensive-minded head coach in Kyle Shanahan who knows how to put players in places to be successful. So, Brock Purdy, nobody's going to think of him as a Josh Allen type who's going to go out and throw the ball all over the field, but he does have the weapons where if he can get the ball into their hands, then I think he can be very successful. And as you mentioned, a lot of quarterbacks injured. Lamar Jackson looks like he may still be out. Unfortunately, Kyler Murray suffered a major injury, it looks like, on Monday night. So a lot of teams could be hurting at a key position heading into the postseason.
Looking at the Saints' upcoming matchup, they are playing the Falcons this weekend. Anybody in that game that you're definitely going to start, somebody you're definitely going to sit, and maybe a sleeper?
Well, you're definitely starting Chris Olave because we've been starting him all year, and he's been fantastic for us. I'm starting Alvin Kamara in this one, and I know that it's been frustrating for him so far this year, but I like him against that Falcons run defense, and hopefully he gets a few targets as well to catch the football. Right now, I think I'm staying away from a lot of the Falcons pass catchers. It's been a struggle for them throwing the football, and on top of it, they've got a new starting quarterback in Desmond Ridder. So, guys like Drake London, like Olamide Zaccheaus, I'm staying away from right now just because I don't know that I want to trust them when it comes to the biggest games of the year.
Thank you so much for the insight. Good luck to everybody in this first round of the playoffs, and we'll talk to you again next week, Marcus.
Thank you.